Hello, we're talking with Neta Riskin.
Yeah.
You just talked about very interesting and very actual topic of modern immigration. What do you mean by that? And do you feel like you're an immigrant yourself?
Uh, okay, what I was talking about is what I call personal immigrations. Is that there's a vast number of people that are immigrants without any ideological or political agenda. Usually, the former big migrations were political migrations, or let's say in Israel, the beginning of the 20th century and so on was ideological immigrations. Today, a lot of people are just immigrating. Each one has his own background, his personal stories, and these are, as I believe, very interesting artistic materials, especially for movies, for cinema. I feel an immigrant. I come from a family of immigrants, so the notion of immigration is not strange to me. I've lived here for a few years as an immigrant. Now I'm not an immigrant, but I'm not rejecting the opportunity that I will be again one day. As one. Since I was born to a family that immigration was such a strong thing, it goes with you. It's inherited, I think. It's a
Sure.
yeah.
So do you think, because usually when I think about the stereotype of immigrant, I don't have very positive image. Do you think that it's changing nowadays, that we are the first generation that can change it?
It will never change, because when someone is speaking a language which is different than speaking our language, but he speaks it badly or he makes mistakes, we will always look under to him because he's speaking like a baby. Maybe he's stupid. Maybe one can never really integrate. If I think that real integration is language, and since we immigrants will never fully have the skills of a different language, we will never truly be integrated into a place, and that's why I believe a lot of people around the world are feeling a sense of alienation.
And Neta, do you consider yourself, since you're doing such an amazing job with your movies and everything, do you consider yourself to be a cultural diplomat, as we say it, even though that diplomat word sounds a bit big, but
Yeah, do you want me to be? I don't know. I never thought of it. No, I don't know.
I believe that everyone who makes any kind of effort in putting together two countries, any kind of exchange, anything that really puts people into thinking, as you do with your movies, I believe that would be...
Is it well paid being... I don't care. I will be a cultural diplomat. Yeah.
That's very interesting, because here at the ICD where we are, it's basically the main thing that we are concerned with, how to break barriers, how to make immigrants feel at least a bit at home. But do you think, since you said that as long as you don't know the language perfectly, that no one can feel?
I think that alienation is very language related.
That is possible. Yeah. But do you think maybe, for example, in European Union, as a country gets access to the European Union and as it becomes the member, do you think maybe that might be the people? If a country, for example, I'm from Croatia, we
being accepted
to the EU, do you believe that then, even though it's the same union, but people don't speak the same language, do you think it's still the language barrier?
I hold two citizenships. I'm Israeli and I'm Lithuanian, and I'm part of Israel and the EU, and I
don't feel any difference. Language is language. If there are language barriers, it's not.
I think that's the main issue with feeling estranged.
So do you think that we can't really understand each other because we've been born with different languages?
I think we can understand each other more than we believe we can, but we don't give a chance to, or we don't want to, or we are snobbish, or we are... There are a lot of possibilities, or we just don't understand. Everyone is different, but I don't know. Today I know I see Berlin has changed a lot since I was here. It became
very international.
international. When I was here, I was almost a museum exhibit. Yeah, well, people looked at me
Really?
because I was like the only Israeli they ever saw in their life. So today it's very different. I was here many years ago. It was 2001. So Berlin was very homogenic and.
Yeah, that's a very good example. Not because nowadays I've got a feeling that Berlin is one of the most international cities
it's
I've
funny
ever
you say
been
so.
to.
Yeah, because it was such a different place at the time.
Yeah, international,
Yeah.
intercultural, everything.
So,
Everything.
do you think that it's possible to live here without speaking German, or?
I don't know. You tell me. When I was here, it was impossible.
It's possible,
I will
but
tell you that in
I'm
my
not
case,
sure.
it's pretty impossible.
Pretty impossible.
It's not impossible, but
Yeah.
I don't speak German, and it.
You want it? You want to?
Yeah, but it.
It's
then-
not. It's not language
you say-
friendly.
yes.
This language, no.
I thought you would say it's not hard.
It's extremely hard.
Yeah.
I think Polish is the only harder language than this, or Russian, or
Hebrew is not easy either, the pronunciation.
Of course.
very easy.
How do you like it at Berlinale? Is it your? Have you been before with
Yeah,
any of your
but
movies?
not with one of my things. I was
Ah,
just
this- so
visiting
this is
here.
your
I just
first-
arrived, so I don't know much. I'm quite busy with our thing,
Yeah.
so I didn't really get a chance to see a lot around.
That's very nice. Neta, thank you for this
Okay,
time.
thank you.
For your keynote speech. It was really interesting.
Thank you very
for
much to
being
you.
with us.
Thank you.